Real show, here we go. Real show, here we go. You know that it's gotta be that time, so this is what we chant. What keeps on getting them all amped in advance? Come on. You and I rocking out with Iron Man, F.E. You get the general's point of view on top of Roger's rants. We're never tapping out, we're putting the most minutes in. You already know what that's about, you know that winners win. Crush whatever's on task, check the podcast. It's the Champ and The Tramp, let the bomb blast.
All right, ready? We ready to rock? We finally get all the kinks worked out? We live?
Let's go. Here we are.
We're live too?
Go.
I think we're live soon.
We're going to be live. All right.
My co-partner and I are at Pilsner Garten in Hoboken, New Jersey, live with Champ and The Tramp, the podcast.
Yeah.
How you feeling, buddy? How you feeling?
Feeling good, bro.
This place is lit.
Great atmosphere. Lit. You sound like the young folk. Lit. Old guy saying lit.
Try to use that young terminology. Lit. So my first thing that I noticed here, I've been here before. It's a great place. Huh? I don't want to say the code. All right, hang on. Let me announce my code over there.
He doesn't want his code to his Pandora's box. He's scared it might give away too many of his secrets. Dark, dirty secrets. Let's go, buddy. I can only entertain the folks so long by myself, my friend. He forgot his own password, people.
No, good.
No,
Good. So, great vibe. I've been here before, right? Hoboken's always a good vibe. You spend much time in Hoboken?
I used to train up here a lot. Edge of Hoboken is here. Dave Esposito. So I used to go up here for that. But no, I've hung out here a couple times.
How long ago?
Early
in your career?
No, probably within the last 5 years at least. I train with him still more now than by me.
It's a young vibe, right? Hoboken's known for like a young vibe. It's got some cool. I don't even know if you call them clubs. I guess spots up here. People hang out. But here's my first issue for the night. I'm not a complainer, Frankie. You know me, but I ordered this lovely drink, and it's a great drink. I'm enjoying this drink. Look at the length of the straw, and look at the length of how am I supposed to drink that out of the straw?
That's like your fucking whole life story. Look at that. Just the length, just not long enough.
So I don't mean to nitpick, but I want a longer straw. And actually, I'm stealing it. I'm stealing it out of my water. There we go. Now we're in business.
Listen.
Now I feel bad.
Anytime you need me, it's like barring out of the straw.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right, pal. That's right. You've been living on the short side of history for a long time.
Yeah.
Is this you? Did you get these wings?
No, we should get something.
Yeah, let's get some food going. Let's get some food going over here.
Well, but when we're done with this, I want to hear you fucking chewing in the mic.
You know who we need to bring the food in. We got another special guest here tonight. We'll bring him in a little bit. Tobias Eats, who's been on our show before. Very popular
on his
guy
show quite a bit
around New Jersey. We've both done his show, but he's like the food expert, so we'll bring him in a little bit.
Yeah.
You can't be here.
Place starting to pack up.
It is, man. I don't know how much everybody at home can see that's watching, but this place is, the ceilings in here got to be, 15 feet tall, and it's deep. It's deep with people.
Roger's never been anywhere that deep in his life.
See, even out, he does it. Even when we're out. There's no break from it. There's no break. So what do you know about Hoboken? You know anything about the history here?
I know Frank Sinatra's from Hoboken, buddy.
Wow, I'm impressed.
I think didn't the first football game or something else with Hoboken, baseball, football, something with that, something else with Hoboken.
Maybe something to do with baseball. I think, right? Baseball. The first Oreo cookie came out of Hoboken.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. No, I didn't know. Hoboken's like a square mile too.
Yeah, it's not big, right? Yeah.
I know. We should actually get him on the podcast. Mike Turner. Mike Turner. He was the youngest chief in the Hoboken history of firemen.
Oh, good
right?
idea.
And he just took second or third in Survivor. I think actually second. He took second in Survivor couple seasons ago.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah.
Really? No
good
shit.
guy, big dude. Yeah, fun guy. We gotta have him on.
Yeah, let's do it, man. I love supporting local. You know. So he made it to I don't even know how that works. Like it's
I think the finale.
Survivor's like a voting off show, right?
Yeah.
Voted off. Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's been a couple crazy people.
You can't eat. You gotta starve.
Remember that one crazy dude?
You gotta starve.
Richard?
You struggle, bro.
You do. Yeah, I would struggle. I would struggle with that.
I'm so hungry.
I feel like you're driven a little bit. You are as long as I've known you, you're driven a little bit by like suffering. You like to suffer.
I
don't really like to suffer, bro. I don't really love it, man.
You got to though. You got to.
I think it makes you a better human. I do.
You just got to. It's just fucking equipping.
You need it though.
Yeah.
Like I don't need it. You need it.
I don't know how I need it though. I fucking suffer just waking up. I feel like shit.
Are you a little lost now? I mean, obviously you retired. You just had your retirement fight. Like, do you feel like there's a loss of purpose when you wake up? Or are you still just as motivated as you always were?
I'm motivated in a different way now.
Yeah.
I'm still a little lost, you know, 'cause I'm so used to one way, and I don't, like I said, I'm kind of waiting for the holidays. I need to kind of fix a couple things, issues I'm dealing with my body, nothing crazy, but some issues I want to deal with, and then attack kind of what's next.
Yep.
But I have a lot of opportunities, I guess, that I could pursue.
Sure.
And I just want to see which one's going to really stand out.
Yeah.
There's some that I'm going to do no matter what. But I'm kind of, you know, I'm going to attack it. To me, it's like, it's something new, man. Like, not that I remember when I went from being a wrestler, and wrestling, not that I got bored of wrestling. I mean, I only wrestled 7th grade to high school and then to college, so it wasn't that long compared to some people that wrestle their whole lives, you know, like Tino would. But then I remember when I graduated, I started doing MMA, and it was like something new. It was like, oh my God, a fresh, clean slate, a clean chalkboard for me to, create some art in. And it's through working out, obviously very similar to wrestling. Wrestling was a part of that, but still I got to add boxing, jiu-jitsu, this and that. I kind of have that same sense now, where I kind of get a clean slate that I get to see what I can do.
Sure, yeah. I feel like, I don't want to speak for you, but I feel like you've always lived a very physical life with your challenges and your motives and your agendas, right? It's always been a very physical thing, wrestling, fighting. It's always from a young age. Now you're kind of leaving now. Now it's going to be more of a mental, right? Your challenges now come in a mental capacity, which is going to be a little tough for you because you're not that bright. But you know what I mean? Like, I know we've discussed some of these things. Obviously, we'll talk about it on air. But it's more of a business venture in the aspect of you're not using your will and your body anymore to use maybe your will, but you're using your mind to create new business opportunities now. And I think that's cool. That's still a challenge in and of itself, right?
It's your mind. I mean, using your knowledge too. The knowledge that I've obtained over this long career in MMA and just my whole life's pursuit. Really, I attained a lot of knowledge that I can share with a lot of people in many different ways. I mean, dude, honestly, we both acted in that fucking movie this year.
Yeah, cool experience, very cool.
When I went out to Brendan Schaub's, Fighter and the Kid and Food Truck Diary, I met some guy that worked with Brian Garrity. You know who Brian Garrity is? Tom's River guy. He's like, yeah, I just made a movie with him. It was kind of during COVID, so shit got messed up. But I was talking to him about you, and he was mentioning like, yo, I might have an opportunity. Some guy who works for Daily Wire or whatever. And I'm like, hell yeah, bro. Like, I would definitely do it. I think, I would think you should do something like that too.
So what I've learned, I think, as I've gotten older, and I've talked about battling with anxiety and things like that. But what I've learned as I've got older, never pass an opportunity up, no matter how much it scares you.
Bro,
never pass it up because it's probably not going to come back around again. So.
In the long scheme of things, who cares?
Right.
Who gives a? I didn't say it. I didn't say nothing yet. Nothing yet, right?
That's right.
I've been good. I've been good. I've been good.
For people that don't know what we're talking about, Frankie, and I'm guilty of it myself, but Frankie's like every other word with Frankie. He loves to say the F word, and we're learning. We're always learning. We're always evolving, right? The podcast industry, but what we've learned is you don't want to drop a lot of F-bombs, especially early in your podcast episode. So we're making a diligent effort not to swear so much. Also, everybody that knows us personally, like my dad who listens to our podcast, says, I love your shows, but why do you guys gotta swear so much? Everybody says it. So we're trying to make a real concerted effort not to swear so much.
I don't think I've said it yet.
You haven't.
And in the scene we're at, I'm having a drink. We're in a bar. Come on, dude.
And your go-to.
Pretty good.
Your go-to. I guess the only thing worse than the F word is probably the C word, right? Because your go-to is the F word. You love the F word, bro.
MF too. MF.
Yeah. What's worse than the F? F is like.
But you could. F could be anything. Verb, adjective, noun.
But it's the one word. Like, I'll let my kids get away with, they say shit once in a while or something. I'll let them get away with it. They say that word, I'm like, you know what I mean?
My daughter said it today.
Yeah?
Santino rides her so bad. I was almost like, all right, you got one.
Oh, really? She let him have it? She blasted him?
No, she said she dropped the F-bomb.
At him?
Yeah.
And you let it ride because he was being a dick to her?
I said, hey, no, come on. She said, I can't stand up. I'm like, all right, I get it.
That's crazy. So, talk me through that a little bit. Obviously, we've been in the podcast game a little bit. I'm a fan of Brendan Schaub. I know you've been buddies with him for a long time. How was that experience out there? Being on somebody else's show, being on the opposite end, being the guy not asking the questions, being the guy,
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, it was great. You know, I've known Brendan for a while, but I got to meet Callan. I'm a bit a fan of Callan, which is wild because he's a fan of me. And like, I remember the dude from Hangover, right? From what else? Old School. I think he's in. He's he's all these good these good cameos. So I've always been a fan of him. Plus, listening to Rogan, obviously he gave you the props and whatnot. And then Brendan I know for a minute. So I literally landed. My flight was delayed. I landed in Cali, went right to the studio, did Fighter and the Kid. So it was late. It was mad late. For me, it was 1 a.m. So even them, so you can tell. It was a little.
Marky Lee in the house.
We got my man Marky Lee, fireman, Captain Marky Lee, Captain Marky Lee.
Take a seat, brother. Take a seat.
Go ahead. Throw it on. So I land. I go right to the podcast. We do the podcast. Brennan takes you back to the hotel. He's got a sick ass Porsche, roll cage in it.
Roll cage. It's built.
GT2 Porsche.
Yeah, it's built.
Shit.
Took you for a ride in it?
No, it took me back to the hotel. And then the next morning,
Did you
I go back.
invite him up to the room or no?
No, yeah.
You're a size king. I know you're a size
only one
king.
big guy for me, buddy. It's funny. I was like, bro, my broadcast partner is pretty much like you. He's a big guy. I go, but he can't fight. Like you, but he can't fight.
That's true.
Schwab, yeah.
So for the OZ, we've had Marky Lee on the show, but for you guys that don't know, he's a fireman in the area. Actually, he's next town over, right? Basically,
yeah, next town over, baby.
Dad was a fireman, but he's been a long time training partner of Frankie's for forever, as long as I've known. He's the only guy. Marky Lee's the only guy in my lifetime that's ever choked me unconscious too. So I'll put that out there as well.
You're bringing this up every time, right?
I do.
No. Not wanting to be choked.
No, I was trying. I thought I was
like choked unconscious regularly on the weekend. Okay. Yeah. That's from lack of oxygen.
It's the best.
Anyway, Marky Lee is an OG in Frankie's camp, so good to have him here. You didn't have to travel far to get here.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10
awesome.
minutes.
Awesome.
Had the Christmas drive today.
Yeah, honestly, his dad did a Christmas drive. They get toys for kids in Jersey City neighborhood.
Oh, right on.
Underprivileged kids and whatnot. And obviously his dad passed away in 2014. He's been taking over since and grew it pretty significantly too.
Yeah, the year he passed, we had a little over 2,000 kids he took care of over Jersey City, and then me and my mom took care of it after, just to keep up the tradition and keep his memory alive. And over the last couple of years, we've been over like 6,000.
Wow.
So
is that through the fire department? No affiliation. Oh wow.
Well, those guys are they all come and help out. You know what I mean? But my dad started it, kind of set up his own heart,
Gotcha.
and we just keeping up tradition, keeping the memory alive.
Right on, man. Right on. I gotcha. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I think I don't know about you, Marky. I'm a lot older than you, but I think the older I get, like, the more I realize the significance of giving back. Like it's like you feel like there's good karma created by that, right?
Yeah, listen, the world we live in today, man, it's good to get, good deeds, man. You know what I mean?
Yep.
No good deed goes unpunished, as they say, and you just got to give back to the community that we're from, and we're blessed. We talk about it all the time, and Frankie, man, and
absolutely.
He adopts families and stuff. Renee goes not shopping, and I'm very grateful for the people that I surround myself with, and we got to just keep giving back, man. That's just very important.
I kind of adopted Roger in a little bit.
Pretty much, yeah. At least one day a week. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm giving back too. I picked up a beer can today on the side of the road. So you guys are doing a lot, but I'm doing my part as well. So throw it in the trash.
I know. I was gonna comment. I said, bring. Why don't you guys come by and bring that garbage can with you? Bro, so I was telling the story. One of my chickens. I got 3 chickens.
One died?
2, I think. Well, I have one body of a chicken, one carcass of a chicken, right?
But it's odd, right? Because half the body's in the cage and half is out.
No. There's a lot of feathers outside. There's some feathers in. But he was like, the chick, was dragged like under the tree. Like under a tree. It looked like but no, Renee said, I think she had I didn't see it, but Renee said no head. All right? So...
It's like my relationship too. No head.
Yeah, my other one is missing. My other one is missing now, and I have one. So
well, it's gone. You know that thing's gone.
You think so, right? But what happened? What you think it was a raccoon?
Fox. I think it's fox.
Damn, it smells like smoke in here, don't it? Cigarettes.
A little bit.
Right?
A little bit.
Does it? I don't smell it. I usually smell
I
that
didn't
shit
crash
right
your
away,
party.
too.
I'll be right back. I didn't
No,
wanna crash.
bro. Never. You're always welcome, bro. Always welcome.
Can we roast anybody here?
I feel like, you want to roast some people? Do you feel like, I was talking about you, like sense of purpose, feeling a little lost, like just picking your brain or whatever. There's a man that's trained next to you for what, fucking, I was going to say 20 years, but I don't know if it's been 20. Has it been 20? Damn near it. Do you think he's going to lose a little sense of purpose? Because he's so used to jumping into your fight camps, you know what I mean?
Nah, he
probably a little relieved, right?
He coaches wrestling. Coaches high school wrestling. St. Peter's Prep was like a really, pretty good team, top-ranked team in the state. And dude, on Thanksgiving, we were all at Elite. Me and him were working out together.
Yeah, true.
It don't stop, just because I stop. This is what we do.
Right.
I'll do it forever. And obviously, my kids are wrestling now. My oldest son came back, and really, he's like jumping back into wrestling, which is pretty wild.
That's
to me.
awesome, bro.
Really cool. He totally hated it when he was, he wrestled young, him and Tino, and then for years he hated it. And I never pushed him. I said, all right, this is your world. You don't have to do it. And then in 6th grade, he came out free wrestling, intermediate school. And he did okay, but like he would like lose a match, or he wouldn't want to go to practice. He'd be like, I don't like wrestling, I want to quit. I'm like, no, you came out, you're not going to quit. Then he came out again, 7th grade, same thing. He would not want to go to practice sometimes, or not make weight. I'm like, dude, you came out, you can't quit. I said, don't go out next year. You're not quitting now.
Right.
And then this year, obviously, he goes out again, but now he's all in, dude.
That's awesome.
He's going to tournaments with me on the weekend.
Because he kind of found his way in football, right?
I think that had a lot to do with it. Nico's his coach, And Nico, I had him say, and Nico told him, hey, listen, which is true, man. It's like, wrestling will help you get better at football.
Absolutely.
It's going to make you a better athlete, make you a little bit tougher, all that stuff. But I tell him, like, wrestling, it's like anything in life. What you put in is what you get out. So, hey, you want to do this, you got to put some more in. And, dude, he's like a different person.
That's awesome, man. I feel like he's going to be the biggest member of the Egger family, too, bro. That kid's he's big.
He's like
for you guys.
5'4".
He's big.
He's like 5'4", 140 pounds.
Yeah.
I was at his age, I was probably, 5'3", 5'4", probably, couldn't be that much.
You're 5'3" now. What the fuck are you talking about?
There you go. Boom. First half bomb, baby. First half bomb goes to Roger Matthews.
Yes. It was
Mr. Matthews,
well-placed
Mr. Matthews,
one,
I'm sorry. That was your son. I can't believe what kind of foul-mouthed boy you raised. No,
fair enough, sir. Fair enough. You got me on that one. You got me.
So anyway, but the other day he went to his middle school practice, and they get out like 4:15, and then literally 4:45 they got to go to their Elite. He went to Elite right after that. All right, then we come home from Elite. He goes in the sauna with me, and then he goes in the cold plunge.
Get out.
Did for like a minute.
He stuck it out.
Yeah.
So I haven't done that new. I just did your pool, which was cold, and I did your old like normal trough ice bath that you just stuffed ice in. How much colder is this?
This right now I had it set for like it was probably like 40 degrees on there. I think I have it set for 40. Yeah.
40. What would you estimate the actual real ice bath was?
Which one?
The one that Tino got in and I got in.
I bet you that was comparable because it had ice in it.
Okay.
Had ice in it, right?
Yeah. That didn't. Yeah. I don't know how well kids do with that, but if he.
This one day was a little bit warmer that day, I think, but still, I mean, dude, he did a minute.
That's
he did
good,
a minute.
Man.
It was great.
Good. Do you have to be on him and encourage him?
No, I was actually still in the sauna. Renee filmed it. I have it. I got to post it.
That's cool.
But you hear me in the sauna, just breathe. And dude, he did great, man. He did great. It's funny. He's turning into a little man. It's cool.
That's cool.
And bro, like. These open tournaments, you don't have to do them. And I'm like, hey, Tino always does them. We always do them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and the kids are good too. Like middle school, he can hang with these kids. Even TR, he wrestles for the Tom's Wrestle Club. Those kids, he can still hang. You might get a hammer here or there, but he kind of can hang. But you wrestle on the weekend, those are kids that really want to do it.
Right.
So those kids are usually pretty good. And he's still volunteering to do it. So hey, he's taking his lickings a little bit.
That's great.
But hey, if you want to do it, I tell you, you've got to keep putting the time in.
At what age did you know like that this could be like a future for you? At what age?
Oh, I didn't know. I just knew when I started wrestling 7th grade, I wanted to be the best. So as soon as I started wrestling, I was like, all right, I'm
Were you
all
into
in.
any sports prior?
I did every sport. Every sport.
Had the same passion for it or no?
No, I mean, kind of when I did baseball, I was kind of in baseball. In my mind, when I did baseball, I wanted to be a Major League Baseball player.
Yeah.
I told I don't know if you.
Todd was on the show.
Camp, right? Yeah.
The coach, the speech, the coach
was like, look around, man. Probably none of you is going to be a professional baseball player. I was like, well, forget that.
Yeah.
Forget that.
I had a speech like that. I'm obviously a union guy, right? I'm a Teamster guy. But I was thinking about making a lateral move because they make great money. So I was going to go to pole school. Here we go. Go ahead. I was going to go to pole climbing school and join the IBEW, right?
Wait, like pole. What kind of poles?
So, like linemen.
Flesh?
Linemen. Shut up, you
poles.
idiot. Linemen, right? So I took the test, right? I took the test, right? And I didn't score amazing. I was probably like just borderline able to get an interview. What is that?
They took his beer, bro.
Oh, I was just did just well enough on the academic side of it to get an interview.
Oh wait, so you didn't do good on the physical?
No, on the written. You had to do a written test.
How? Okay. So
Here we go. Here we go. Go ahead. Go.
How is the written not the same as the academic?
I thought I said academic. Did I say written? What did I say?
You said
Same
you didn't
thing.
do well
Same
on the
thing.
written, but you did it good on the academic. How's that?
Oh, if I said that, then
what do you mean?
I digress.
Okay, then say again.
All right, so let me finish my story, pal. Sorry, there was a drink missing. I got distracted. So I didn't do great on the written, okay, the academic. I didn't do great on that, but I did well enough to get an interview. Plus, I knew a guy, right? So I was trying to relate it to the story you just told. So I went for the interview, and they make it sound like it's the worst fucking job in the world because they only want the hardcore guys, right? So I remember going for the interview, and they're like, you really didn't do very well on this test. Why are you even here in front of us, right? They were kind of like dogging me, and I was like, well, I'm a hard worker. I've been at my same job for 15 years. I was like trying to look good or whatever. And then the guy was like, that like 80% of our employees end up in divorce. I was like, well, I really don't like my wife that much anyway. I was trying to make a joke. I did. I was, I'm not trying to be a dick. You know what I mean? But they try their best to talk you out of the job because they only want the hardcore guys. Like, that, you're probably going to go on the road the first ice storm or bad storm in Florida or Maine or wherever. You're going to go and you're going to be gone for like 2 months, and I was like, that's okay, that's cool, like I think Melanie had just been born or whatever. It wasn't that long ago. But regardless, they really kind of talk you out of it. And I remember like being smooth in the interview, but leaving there like, I don't want that fucking job. If they call me, I'm not going to take it. They didn't call me anyway, but
I said, fuck this guy, soft as hell. This guy, look at this guy. He does manicures. He got manicures.
Pretty much. We got Tobias coming in.
Bro, this kid won. Wow. The youngest UFC fighter ever.
He did. He won.
Yeah. Yo, Raul something.
Yeah,
right?
he's not a good
Raul
shit
Rosa.
talker. We got
the man.
Tobias Eats in the house. Jump in with us. Jump in, pal.
What do we got here? What do you got for us?
How we doing, guys?
What's up, buddy?
Oh, I'm excited, dude. It's a pleasure to have you guys out here.
Yes, sir. Thank you, brother. Thank you,
you
man.
guys made the drive. I really do appreciate it.
Hey, listen.
When you're involved, it's kind of a no-brainer.
Well, you're going to get fed well when Tobias is involved. And drink well.
Well, that's why I came here, boys. You look thirsty. I didn't see any drinks coming in. I was like, the boys are in town. I got a drink. So I got some Hallerhead whiskey. I know Frankie knows about this right here.
Let's go, Dana White.
So,
Let's send this to Dana.
It's a banana whiskey. I got to be honest with you. I was unsure at first, and then I tailgated this whole entire bottle and put it in everyone's mouth.
Get out.
And the women went crazy.
Go ahead. Let Frankie get his joke.
I'm just saying, Roger loves banana-shaped things, so I can imagine he's gonna fucking fall in love with this whiskey.
All right,
now's the first
I'm gonna pour some shots out of the boys.
Yeah, you just dropped one.
One.
All right, let's do it. So I believe this will be my first banana whiskey as well. I don't think I've ever had. Is there another banana whiskey on the market? I don't even know.
If anybody would know, it's you, my man.
All right, banana whiskey, Dana.
Well, let's do it together.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, wait for me, Jesus.
I was just saying a cheers. I wasn't drinking it. Jesus, calm down, fellas.
Alrighty, boys, time to send it.
Let's send it.
Yes, sir. How do we feel?
There's definitely a little banana flavor in there,
Right.
For sure.
A little banana, a little whiskey after. It's good. Mess with it.
What I like about it is it's not overbearing.
Yeah.
It's very subtle. It mixes really
And it's
well with a lot of
40%.
stuff.
Wow.
You get boozed up.
Wow, I wonder what do you think you mix that with?
Probably not banana.
Sprite, Fanta, anything fruity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Chocolatey, bro. You do some chocolatey.
There we go.
Come
Oh
on,
my
chocolate
God.
banana, bro. Come on.
This
For real.
guy.
I don't know about that. That might be a
Roger
little stretch.
loves chocolate banana.
Chocolate banana. Yeah.
So, boys, the fights are on.
Yeah, man. I
How
got
we feeling?
that guy.
Who's up next? Aaron Till?
No, that's the main event.
Are we still in the prelims?
No, the main card don't start till 10.
I don't know, bro. What time is it? I don't know.
9:45, boy.
You're having
Oh, it ain't
fun.
that. All right, we're 15
You're having
minutes
fun.
out.
I get it.
Yeah.
What have you guys been doing over here? I've been over here hosting, running around, taking pictures.
I see you. We watch you. We got a bunch of lights on us, so it's hard to see, but I see you running around over here.
Yeah.
This place is, what's the capacity of this place? This place is a big building, man. And this is not the only, there's an outside, right?
Correct.
Okay. And there's another level upstairs. What is that, private party?
Pilsner Haus Biergarten. It's in Hoboken.
Yes.
And they have an event space upstairs called the Collar Club. They have this giant beer hall with this extensive bar inside. Yep. And they have the outside that they're doing igloos with. I'm pretty sure right now. They're going to be doing igloos. We love igloos.
No way.
Yeah. So
the temperature's got to drop a little for that, right?
Can Roger fit in an igloo? I don't think you can fit in that fucking.
Dude, me, Roger, igloo.
We'll hotbox that thing.
Oh man. Yeah, dude, this is a slightly different setting from the last time we were on here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This is our first official mobile podcast.
Yeah, this is it.
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
So I was a very big fan when we were talking about it. I don't know how did we come up with that idea? Was that drinking? Probably.
Yeah. When are you not drinking, right?
Oh, dude, I need to really cut back. But God, it's
a lot of fun.
It's a nice lifestyle, but oof.
No, I think how it started. If I'm trying to recall here,
correctly.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember correctly, jog my memory here. I believe we were at Asbury Ale House.
You're right.
And he approached me, not Chris, Matt. Matt approached me, and Matt said, "Hey, you guys ever think about?" Yeah. He wanted to do it to promote football. Football
right.
Sundays.
You're right.
So we were gonna do our first one at Asbury Ale House, and I think we're still gonna do one there.
Right.
It just the dates and times didn't work out, and then you were like, "Hey, you want to go to Hoboken and do it at fucking Pilsner Biergarten?" I was like, "Let's fucking send it."
Bro, like, I just got a good idea while we're doing this. You're the man. You're very good.
Let's do it.
Well, but why don't you find someone that wants to be a guest on the podcast right now for a little bit?
Oh my God!
Good idea, no?
I'm in.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah. Take it. No, I mean, you have to go right away.
A random?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Pull him in. We'll talk about. We'll ask him what brought him to. Of all the places in Hoboken, why they came here.
I know this guy. Actually, this guy might be the guy, bro. Right here. I'm there right here. I know him.
That guy right here?
Yeah. Tell him to come over here.
You know that guy?
Yeah.
I do know him.
I've been on his podcast.
Yeah.
No way.
He just did the NR Hour.
Yep.
It's the NR
What's
Hour.
up, man? Hey, here we go. You're gonna jump on.
Jump in, man. Jump on in. What's up, big dog? What's up? Good to meet you, bro. Looks
There you go, Poppy.
A little warm.
You got this. Sit down.
We're just pulling in a random person on it that happens to be here at Pilsner Biergarten, but I hear you're a little bit of a legend over here. Where you got your own podcast?
So, I have my own podcast.
Turn it around so you got this. There you go. Yep.
I had Frankie on my show 2 years ago.
Right on.
We started this when the COVID happened and when the sport shut down. And then me and my friends, we started a podcast. And then we came as a group. And then ever since, it's growing big time.
Right
and this guy helped me out.
Yeah, my man. Tell everybody the name of your podcast.
The NR Hour Sports Show. You can find us on Instagram, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere.
Okay. And his guest list is
Really?
Yeah.
So now you cover all sports, or you an MMA guy?
We cover all sports, everything.
Cool.
And also, I'm your wife Renee. She reached out to us to make a retirement video for you.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I'm the one. We're the one.
Wait, you're the one that put that together?
Yep.
Bro, that shit. I'm not. Listen, I'm gonna be a little sentimental here. Jesse and I watched that at the same time, and honestly, I almost got teared up, bro. That was powerful, bro. The way, you know what it was? It was the way your fellow fighters talked about you. I was like, bro, that's the best accolades you could get. You know what I mean? It really is.
So she reached out to me after your fight, like 5 days after, and then she told us to put the retirement video together.
That's so cool, man.
That was awesome. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah,
Thank you.
No problem.
So who you have any big guests coming up soon?
So yesterday we had Santana Moss, if you know him.
Yeah,
NFL wide receiver. We had him on the show yesterday, and then
Roger don't know real sports, man.
I'm not a traditional sports.
You're a legend from the Jersey Shore, so you're a legend.
Yeah, he's covered. He's covered.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
But
thank you.
yeah, so we had Santana Moss, and then the day before, 5 days before, we had CJ Miles, if you know him, a former NBA player.
Okay, yeah.
And then we're working on a lot of big things in the works.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Not only podcasts, I also work for FanDuel, and then we cover games in person now too.
That's awesome.
So we go to these sporting events, and I'm a promoter. So I promote athletes to do autograph signings.
Oh, that's great.
Now, can I ask you what brought you to Pilsner Biergarten? Is it just because we were there? You hang out in the area? You from around here?
Tobias, right? He's a legend too.
Yes, he is.
So
yes, he is.
I met Tobias at Adoree Jackson, the Giant player.
Yeah.
So I met him at that event. So our media company went there to cover that. I met him there, and this is how we connected. And he told me about this.
Right on.
I said, I'm in, and I brought my photographer here,
very cool,
Mike Franco. And then, I couldn't pass up my opportunity with
Hell yeah. I was a fan for so long. He just said, fuck it, and gave up at one point. I was like, I'll just be your friend, bro. Stop following me around. So that's how you follow him around long enough, he'll be your friend.
I want to give a big shout out to you guys. You guys do a great job on the Champ and The Tramp.
I appreciate it, man.
And after this show, I want to do an interview with you again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome,
we'll make it happen.
And then you two. So after the show, you want to do an interview with
I'm
us?
down, brother. I'm down. Awesome.
But thank you for having me on.
Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it, bro.
He did it once around. He's like, yeah, I know that guy. I've been on his show. I was like, bring him in.
Perfect. Perfect time.
All right, thank you. Keep up the great work.
I appreciate it, brother.
Thank you.
We'll make sure
good to meet you,
check
man.
out that.
Definitely. Take care.
The NRI.
NR hour.
NR hour.
You got to say it slow, right?
Yeah.
NR hour.
I got you.
On Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, everywhere. Spreaker,
Roger
Spotify.
on LinkedIn.
Yeah. Right on, man. Right on. Yeah, you got to be a professional to be on LinkedIn. I ain't on LinkedIn. Definitely not on LinkedIn.
That was a good find right there.
That was, man.
I
was
did
a
his
good find.
podcast. I remember I did it early in 2020. I remember.
Yeah.
And dude, he fucking
kills it. Yeah.
I mean, he gets every interview.
That's awesome, bro.
Pick that up. I think this dude was in my. I don't follow my. I really rarely look at my DMs. I just don't like.
He got you on a day when you look at it.
One day I look, and dude, he's been coming at me forever. So I'm like, damn. The persistence.
Bro.
I was like, I gotta get back.
And it helps if they just absolutely flatter you with comments, right? Like, I love you, the greatest fighter that ever lived.
He's from Jackson. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit, he's Jackson. He drove all the way up here.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's a star power, Rod. You got some star power, man. You bring him out. Hey, can we get another spicy margarita?
Can we get another round of drinks, sir?
Let's go. Let's bring on the maniac. Let's bring on the maniac. Come on, Jesse.
You want to sit in for a minute?
Come and spit some knowledge to the masses over here.
We brought Jesse Holton, everybody's favorite guest. Nobody doesn't like Jesse, even though he talks crazy. Jesse Holt, everybody's favorite guest, right? You can't really hate on Jesse. He fought for the country.
Who can hate this guy?
No, you can't hate on
those
the guy.
pearly blue eyes.
Pearly teeth?
Pearly blue? I don't know what that means. Pearly, right? That, what would you say? What would you call
pearly
it?
these teeth, right?
I know. What would you say? Blue.
Bright blue. Baby blue. Bright blue, whatever.
The baby blue what? You got those, your eyes are crazy blue. How about that? He got the crazy blue. He got crazy eyes.
I look in your soul.
For real.
In your soul.
Did you try some of the Howlerhead?
What's up, bro?
He's a tequila guy. Jesse really won't drink anything but tequila. Now listen, folks out there. Let me educate you a little bit about Jesse. It wasn't that long ago where there was any liquor that man would drink. It wasn't just tequila. It's only been the last couple years?
Couple years.
He's really living he's on the trajectory. He's on like a God's path now. Prior to that, he was a madman that drank everything under the sun.
Liquor.
And you couldn't understand him. You couldn't, he was a lot of fun.
He drank all the liquor.
He did.
And you drank all the lick him.
I have never heard that before. That was good.
I made it up on a fly, baby.
I got to get, you got to give him credit.
Come on.
And we're 1-1. I've said the F word once. You said the F word. We're 1-1, folks.
That might be a record.
1-1.
That might be a record.
I know.
100%.
That is a record, especially for you. You're way worse than me. I'm bad, but you're worse. My dad chastises you. My dad's like, I gotta tell Frankie.
I know. I'm sorry, Mr. Matthews. Your son just makes me very angry.
You are. Do you think you have anger issues?
No.
At all?
No.
At all?
Not at all.
Really?
No.
You don't think you're a little?
No,
little?
because I'm not mad.
Not physically.
I'm not
you don't
mad.
physically assault people, but I'm saying
I know,
like
but you think I'm mad? I'm very animated.
Yeah,
you're
very animated.
I wasn't mad.
I
at
stopped
nobody.
by
I was not mad.
yesterday.
Yesterday.
They were doing the lights in front of the house.
I was doing the lights.
Steve was helping.
pulls up and starts messing with the
Bro,
shit.
Steve plugged like a chain of lights in, right? And they didn't work.
Yeah.
And it was Frankie fucking lost his mind. I was like, bro, and I was walking up.
Lose my
Frankie,
mind. No, because he was trying to tell me something. I knew what I had. I had it all laid out already. He comes and starts messing with my stuff. And he thinks I'm mad. I'm not mad.
He
Hey, I
becomes
get animated.
very animated.
I get
and
animated.
swears a lot. So you think he's heated, right?
That's
you think he's
Italian.
heated.
That's Italian.
Yeah.
They, yo,
Like,
they're
dude,
all
I can't
like
help
that.
cursing. My dad was.
Wait, you just found out recently you're Italian. You didn't even know you were
No,
Italian.
what?
You said your last name. Edgar. You thought it was German. You told me.
No. I thought I had 20% German in me.
You pronounced
I
it
always know
Edgar.
I always know how to Italian in me. You talking
Right,
about?
no, but you're more Italian than you are German. You just found that out.
I always knew that.
Okay.
I always knew that.
All right. But what you
I
explained
did
to me,
know. No, I know.
the
I used to-
pronunciation of your last name, you thought was
I
pronounced
thought it was-
differently.
I know.
It was heavy on the R because you were.
I thought it was German, but
Yeah.
it's not. I don't think. I'm maybe like 1% German, but I'm like English and Irish.
Okay. All right.
The other 15.
So maybe that's why.
I'm like 70% Italian.
Jesse's trying to explain it away and say that that's
That's
why.
that's
That's
all,
why.
like most Italians, right? They speak what they say. Like they don't really mean it. They're not being mad. They're articulating everything.
No, I mean
You
what
know
I'm
what?
saying. I
You
mean
know
it.
what?
I mean it.
You know why I love Jesse? You know why I love Jesse? Listen, not just our history together. We
Blue
go
eyes?
way
Blue
back.
eyes?
No, he might be the only human on planet Earth more red than I am. So.
Or red.
Oh, I'm down. Yo,
You
I
don't
was
tan?
just-
You don't tan?
I was just telling.
These
No, I don't
these
tan.
sons,
No.
Honey
I
hole.
do that. Yeah, I do that.
That's the dumbest shit in the world,
No,
bro.
with the
That's the
infrared
dumbest. So
and
does guess,
IR
you know who else sons his asshole? The Liver King.
Yeah, but that's all bullshit. We were just talking about that.
Liver King?
Your song is hot-blooded, though. So
Hot-blooded?
mine might be hot-blooded, too. We're always red.
I swear, mine's just high blood pressure, but
Bro, I'm
whatever.
fucking red as fuck.
You
You're red
are,
as
but
fuck.
you got a circulation issue too, right?
Well, my hands.
I like
Oh,
it.
only your
You got
hands?
good color. Like I hate in the winter, dude. I get like ghostly.
Really?
I don't like
I
it.
get ghost white.
No.
Well, usually because I'm training so much too.
I've been like
But
this
I'm
my
not out in the
whole
sun.
life
I'm not out
now.
in
When
the
people are
sun.
like, "Why are you so red?" They're like, "You got a good tan." I'm like, "No,
Jersey Shore tan.
I haven't tanned in."
You use JWoww's lotion.
Oh,
I know.
wow.
I know.
Why you gotta dig?
shots
Why you gotta dig?
I'm
Why
just
you
saying,
gotta
it's
dig?
good stuff.
No.
I hear it's great.
It's great.
It's good. So why wouldn't you use it?
You know what's the
He
great?
doesn't
You know why it's the
tan.
greatest tan lotion in the world? Because it's gonna put my kids through college. So buy it.
But no, it's good. It's
It's
a number
good.
one seller.
I was
Right?
there.
I'm not knocking
I was
that.
there when she
You got
designed it.
Canadian Goose. That's a good jacket,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a good jacket.
Yes.
That's
I
a good
agree.
tan.
I'm not
tan
hating, bro.
lotion.
Ain't no hate. There's no hate over here.
I don't hate.
None but love.
You
None
don't
but
hate.
love.
He
You don't tan?
congratulates.
No, I don't like tan in a tanning bed.
Yeah.
I haven't done that in a decade.
Oh, I done.
Oh,
Good
shit.
for you. Good
I
for
don't
you.
tan either.
It's good for you too. UV light's good. Spicy margarita.
Spicy margarita.
Yeah,
All right,
you
Jesse,
can't-
what's
you can't ask the
cracking?
rest.
Like, if there was just
Okay.
happened to be a lady
All right,
watching that said, that man's extremely attractive. He's got great eyes, which they always do. Jesse gets a lot of love. What's going on with your love life, man? You gonna have some little Jessies running around soon? What's going on with you?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? You're not the dad
Honestly, I
type?
think
How about
tell
right
this.
here, right behind us? Boom.
Tell this.
Right there. Up. Just gonna
Go,
walk.
go
Tell
get it.
this
Get
shit-
it, Jesse. Get
Tell
it.
this shit
You would have got
happens.
that if we were in Lake George. You would have got that. You would have
No,
gone after
no,
that. You would have gone.
I would
We
not.
dared you to talk to so many girls in
Yeah,
Lake
yeah,
George.
and I didn't talk to them.
No,
I talked to the
listen,
opposite girls.
Listen, we were in Lake
What do you
George,
mean,
right?
guys? Opposite girls. You talking to opposite
He
girls?
did- he was actually
Guys?
dancing with a guy at one point. But
No.
we were.
We
I have a
danced
video.
battle.
You want me to show you the video? I have
We
a video
danced
of it.
battle.
I have a video of it.
It's a dance
I have
battle.
A video. But
It's battle.
Jesse got so plastered in Lake George, right? And there was like, it's upstate New York, so it's a little
Upscale and bougie.
No, upstate. Did I say
know.
upscale? Sorry.
I know. I'm saying, is Lake
No,
George upscale and bougie? No.
No.
Really?
Not for like the car show weekend that we go.
Okay.
But like we love it. We go every year. But anyway, this one bar DJs that we go to every year. Jesse gets so hammered every year. We just dare him to do whatever, and he always does it. So there was an attractive girl out there dancing, right? So we point her out to Jesse, right? Because Jesse's like our dare-to guy. Like he's the guy. Because most of us are in relationships and shit. We point her out. He definitely sees her because he's like, damn, right? He's like, whoa, right? But he's hammered, right? So he goes out there. He's like walking straight for her, and then he just veers off to the right. And he goes talk to some totally different chick that's like, she's like a 4, and that girl was like an 8. You know what I mean?
Was she wearing?
I don't know if he
was was she wearing like crystals?
No.
Girl, he walked in, wasn't
Do you
wearing
remember this at all?
She was nuts.
Do you remember this?
No, I do remember
He
that.
walked to the nutty one?
No, he walked right at the girl we were talking about. He definitely knew. Goes right at her, and then just hard rights.
Bro, she was nuts. She had a whole list of issues. I don't even know why I went to her. Because the other girl was kind of good looking.
She had crystals on.
No, she was just nuts.
She had crystals on and bare feet.
I don't know. I don't know why I did that, honestly. I can't even tell you why I did that. I was actually shit-faced, so I shouldn't even been out that night.
You shouldn't be hunting while you're intoxicated, right?
No, not like
right?
that. No, bro. Bro, I was on another level.
What do you mean
listen,
no? What do you mean no?
No,
What do you mean
listen.
no?
The year before, this is the truth. The year before, he gets like, and Lake George. I tried to get you to go a couple years, bro, but this guy's next year. Oh no, you don't have a bike anymore. This guy don't even have a bike anymore. But anyway,
I'll take my
dirt bike, your 4-wheeler.
specialized.
I try to get this guy to go for a bunch of years. I always had like fight camps going on or whatever, but Jesse gets so plowed every year. I think it was the year before. Am I right? You woke up in the morning and you didn't know where you were, and you went out on the porch and you had to GPS your location. You didn't even know you were in Lake George. He didn't even know he was in Lake George, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought it was in California still. I swear to God.
That's after you were drunk?
I thought I was in California, even the night that I was out with them, because I took the red eye home. I missed the flight home to Jersey.
No. Listen. Let me tell the story.
Yeah.
So we plan this every year. We've been doing it every year. Now this might have been early on, so it might have only been maybe the second, third year we did it. What are we doing?
There's no flights on, bro.
Oh, I know. Don't make any sense. Don't make any sense. But we'd plan this.
My man Tobias. Look behind us. We got we got some roasting on people.
Oh yeah, the man purse. Yeah, I noticed that.
We got the accountant, the hood accountant.
Yeah.
The hood accountant.
Well, that watch is looking slick though. I don't know what that thing is, but
That is.
looking slick.
The hood accountant behind us.
But anyway, we planned this trip, right? We planned this trip for a year, right? I booked it, the whole 9 yards. I booked the place we were staying at, right on the lake, like really nice place. And Jesse knew about it. He dropped his motorcycle off because I had an enclosed trailer. I loaded up like 4 bikes in it to trailer up there. We all rode up together. Like we've done this a couple years in a row, right? So he drops his bike off like a week in advance, right? I wake up that morning. Lou shows up. We load the bikes. We load his bikes all strapped in. I'm texting him like, bro, we're ready to leave. Like, your bike's all loaded up. Where are you, right? No answer. I got his bike in the back of this trailer. No answer. No. I'm calling him. Nothing. Going right to voicemail. What the fuck? I'm like, this guy fucking overslept. I was like, we got to get there, right? Thank you, Marky. Oh, look, straws are long enough. No, they're not. So,
What the hell is this?
oh, drugs.
They're gummies. They're gonna do nothing to me.
Thought that was good stuff. That's legal. All right. So anyway, where was I going with this? You got me sidetracked. Oh. So I'm calling him, I'm texting him.
I thought it was sugar to go into the drink. I almost put him in a drink.
I'm calling him, I'm texting him, no answer, right? Nothing. He knows, obviously, he dropped his motorcycle off the week before. Loaded, I couldn't wait. I said, fuck it. He's trapped in, he's loading up. We're taking his bike. He's going to have to take his car when he wakes up. Maybe he had a good night, whatever. He's going to have to meet us, right? We're halfway to Lake George. The phone rings as Jesse is like, bro, it's this weekend? I'm like, what do you mean it's this weekend? You dropped your motorcycle off. He's like, bro, I'm in California. He's like, I'm gonna, something wrong with that drink?
That's got like tequila in it, or vodka in it, right? Taste that thing, bro.
I drink vodka, but
Taste that thing.
So anyway, he was in California, and he had to take a red-eye flight.
That ain't no margarita, bro.
Uh-oh.
Right?
I don't know.
it's spicy.
Mine's right. Mine's correct.
Yo. So
You roofied Frankie? You just roofied Frankie. We're stopping the whole show. Frankie's drink is wrong. We're stop this whole goddamn
margarita?
show.
All right, it's margarita.
Sugar.
It was, you know what? It was the gummy.
No, hang on. Let's get this figured out. Let's get this figured out.
The gummy that messed with my cake, messed with my palate. You know
You good now? You good?
Yeah.
Can we go back to the show?
I was listening. You guys could have continued to talk about the fucking story.
He takes a red-eye flight, right?
Second.
I said it? Did I do it?
I did.
All right.
I did.
Oh, yeah, you did. Cause you know why? Because you got aggravated. Because you got aggravated.
I did.
You do it when you get aggravated.
aggravated, though.
You did. You guys could continue talking about
It's what I
that.
wanted. That wasn't aggravated.
Make a point? Make a point?
Yes, punctuate
Yeah.
something. That's all.
So you can't punch things anymore. Now you got to punctuate.
Yeah. without curse words though.
So anyway, he takes the red eye.
Some of these kids
flies
here
in,
look like they could be Roger's kids.
Yeah, it's true.
Right?
Well, you ain't that much younger, bro.
I'm playing.
So
It's fun to play. It's fun to mess around.
you could be my kid. You look like my kid. You look like your landscaper got in a fight with a fucking garden gnome on your front lawn, and then you fucking came to life. That's what you look like. That's what you look like.
How does that make sense?
I don't know. But you were fighting with your landscaper.
Because you look like a fucking garden gnome. All right. Anyway, so you show up, right? You get there, but you couldn't even fly into Newark. You had to fly into Philly, right? I think.
Yep.
And somehow you got to your truck and you drove directly to Lake George. And you made it the next day.
Oh, you
like zero sleep. He shit on the side of the road. I remember that. He shit on the side of the interstate.
That's the truth. But he called me on Instagram, right? He's like, bro,
how'd he get his bike though?
He's like, my brother
had
shit.
it.
Oh, you had it?
Yeah, we loaded it up already. See,
Bro, how'd it go?
listen. You don't listen to the story.
That's a surprise to me.
No, there's a lot of shit going on right now behind the background. That's why.
Is there? I see it all, man.
I can't see nothing.
I don't see nothing.
A kitchen.
You know what?
A kitchen. Hey, why don't you whip me up something over there?
You know what I don't see? The UFC fights.
No, I know. What the?
What's going on with that?
No, there we go.
Yeah, right side.
Oh, shit,
There we go.
We do over
Right
here.
side.
We do it right on the big screen.
We
right?
do got it going on.
Jared Gordon and Patty Pimblett. You know, I know Jared Gordon pretty well.
I didn't know that.
He's a New York guy.
Who are you picking for that?
I gotta go with my boy.
Yeah, but okay, money. If it was money.
No, well, no. Because I think probably he's the dog. He probably is good money because he's got a tank,
right?
And he's got good wrestling, good jiu-jitsu. I think that could give him problems. Yeah.
I'm picking Pimblett. I just think he's got the confidence into it.
Okay. How about my man Jan Blachowicz?
Jan.
You're picking Jan?
I'm not that familiar with the other guy.
I'm picking Uncle. You want to bet? You want to bet money?
Is he? What is he?
Russian?
Russian, right?
Yeah, $20.
You want to bet money? You want to bet money? No. Why?
Because I'm not. Because I pick wrong every time. I pick wrong every time.
Boy, we gotta go.
I'm picking Uncle.
Who's he fighting?
He's fighting Jan Blachowicz.
Yeah.
Is he $20?
$20.
I don't think you can ever bet against Jan, but is he Dagestani guy?
Yes.
Your guy's Dagestani, yeah. It's hard to bet against those guys, man. Very hard to bet against those guys.
He's Polish.
Yeah.
Kind of same area.
Polish hammer.
Polish hammer. And then, who else is fighting tonight?
Kind of the same area, but Jan probably grew up in a house. Those guys like grow up in the mountains and caves and shit over there. They're a different breed over there. Different breed.
Everything's mentality, though, in my eyes.
Yeah.
It's up here.
And okay, just real quick, we touch up on it. I know you said you mentioned you want to come on and talk about turning into a superhuman.
I do.
And there's ways you can do it. Okay, just don't get into it crazy because obviously we don't have time to really dive into it. But give us one way. I'm putting you on the spot. If you could sum up your whole conversation and say what's the best way to turn yourself into a superhuman, what would that be?
Wait.
That's a lot. I'm asking a lot of you.
Before you even do that, like people don't even know what you're talking about. What is a superhuman? You just mean like
I'm
really?
listening to him. What do you mean?
Oh, all right.
He's going to explain it.
Okay.
How to turn yourself to the next level, right?
Okay.
How to level up. That's what you want to talk about, right?
I'm on the spot right now. I have a whole list of stuff to say about this.
That's
right?
what I mean. So
no, don't get too long.
That's what I mean.
I'm not.
So no. So
I'm
you
not
got to give
even
us.
Look it up right now.
Listen, if you're talking from what this is what I got in the conversation in the car. He wants to talk about ways to teach people to level up. Am I correct?
100%.
Okay, so if you can give one broad stroke of that all, what would that be? I know it's tough to stay. It can't be one broad stroke. But if there's a give me the moral of the approach. You know what I mean?
I would say first thing, tap into your soul. That inner intuition inside of you, right? Your gut feeling. That thing that always calls you, that's always right. But you turn it down sometimes. Because you overthink things, you're like, oh no, that's crazy. But no, it was right the whole time. That was your gut feeling, right? Gut feeling is your intuition. Your intuition is your soul tapping into it, right? So I would say tap into your soul, which is quieting your mind, decalcifying your pineal gland, drinking purified water that's charged up, ionized water, check your gut health, and tap into God. If you want me to sum it up real quick like that, that's a quick one. But that's also quieting your mind and tapping in. You don't have to go to church. You don't have to do anything like that. Church is within. The real power is within you. And all you got to do is really tap into yourself. And that's something I would say, but it's like there's so much other things you could do to get to that level.
Roger wants to know if he can tap into you. No, I like all that stuff. Listen, I think that was all good except the whole water thing. I don't think the water thing's
What, the George water?
bunch of voodoo. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, really?
I do.
Interesting. All right,
Well,
so
you subscribe to the
so
plasticides and all that shit, right?
Well, yeah, I think that's in the in our water. Yeah, and I think if you could drink the cleanest water possible, of course.
Fair enough.
But about the whole osmosis,
I'm with you.
pH.
I'm with you.
As long as my water's wet, I'm good, baby.
Yeah.
I'm with it. It's also a state of mind, though. So therefore, Dr. Emoto, right, did a whole report on it. Whatever you're putting onto your water will turn into it. So if you put love,
they don't want to be around me in the shower because I'm putting some bad stuff on my water.
yeah, you're bigger water babies. Bigger water babies.
They hire some extra guys on overtime on the weekend with a seine net, and they're in there and they're like, "What the fuck was that guy eating? That wasn't food."
But yeah, I'm down with the soul. I think the soul is your. I don't know what your soul is. I guess it's your.
That's your inner guidance.
Your conscience. Your conscience is your soul.
Your guidance.
Right?
Your mind.
Your soul. I like believe your gut intuition, yourself.
That's
your
your
human
soul.
instincts. I like that. I think that's cool.
So what I
think find God is very good. What else did you say?
Finding God.
I know that tapping into your soul, right? The water.
Your gut health. Your gut health.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
90%.
Wait. If you just do those, I mean, I know you're giving us a basic overlay, but if you that turns you into a superhuman because it doesn't sound like a lot. I want to be a superhuman.
No, there's so much more to this.
I mean, I'm definitely godly. Definitely a God-fearing man.
So right, you shouldn't be God.
I can just start drinking out of glass.
I don't like that saying though.
Why? Why don't you?
So God-fearing, right? Why would you fear God?
Because if I go against him, then
not go against him.
Okay.
Because
you asked me, I'm trying to explain.
I have fear of God on me, right? Okay. And that's probably something I wish I never got tattooed on me. Because if God, if our natural...
So the 7 deadly sins, if I start like just...
No, but let me just get into this a little bit.
Okay.
So if our natural thing is of love and light from God, right?
Yeah.
Well, we fear him. We love him, not fear him.
No, but
we should be taught to fear him.
No, I'm all right. So maybe I'm saying it wrong.
No, but that's what the Bible says.
I would fear him if I lived a life of sin and crime and debauchery and rape and
nobody.
I would fear him because
I agree.
If I believe in him,
does God hate?
I don't think he hates, but he won't accept you into.
No.
God loves.
In the Bible, God hates.
Well, in my eyes,
God hates sin.
But he's a forgiving God.
I'm sure.
Where are we going with this, guys? We're at a bar. Where are we going with this? Scaring me, fellas.
I know.
Supposed to be watching the UFC fights. Who's up?
But love and light. That's all I'm.
Yeah, love, light, soul. Follow your intuition.
Tapora's up. Wait,
find God. I think those are all good things.
Thug Nasty's up, isn't he?
No.
Who is this?
Is this it? No way.
Tapora, right?
No way. Yes.
Yes, Thug Nasty's up.
No. Yeah, it is. You're right. Hell yeah.
Thug Nasty's fighting?
Thug Nasty's up,
we need
bro.
to sign off here.
I'm a fan of this dude, man. I'm definitely a fan.
We should,
the guy Patty Pimblett's fighting, I forget his name, but he's got a hell of a story, bro. He really does. He's been through a lot.
I don't know his story.
Struggled with drugs really, really badly. Yeah, was molested by a camp counselor. Like let him down.
Are you talking about Patty or Jared Gordon?
No, Jared Gordon.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know about that. Yeah, I thought you were talking about Patty. Yeah. I know. I know. I'm telling you, I know. That's why I said I know.
Okay, all right. But I'm saying he's got a hell of a story.
He does, man. He helps a lot of people, bro. He really does.
Listen.
Even today, like he posted stuff today about like if you need help.
But you got to give Patty Pimblett credit there as well. He's a mental health advocate as well. The last fight he had, his best friend committed suicide like literally the Friday before he fought, the day before, right? So yeah, I've struggled with it. We've talked about it. You know what I mean? So I'm a big advocate of that.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I don't know if I'm an advocate. I definitely support people that have it. I don't understand it. You know what I mean?
It's a tough one for me, right? It's a tough one to talk about, not only because it's personal, but like I think we're in a time where we don't need weak men, and I think when you talk about that, a lot of people like maybe visualize you as
it
weak.
has that stigma. It's got to.
We got
to lose that stigma.
It does.
Got to lose that stigma.
Well, no, I don't want to. I don't want to be like the guy. Like I need to cry on his shoulder, but it could be as simple as a phone call. It could be as simple, and there were some guys that did that for me, bro.
Yeah.
There were some guys.
I mean, people like Jared and Patty going on national TV talking about it. I mean, that's going to erase that stigma. Even Israel Adesanya, Max Holloway's big on it.
Yep. Rose.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of other athletes. I just know of the MMA guys, obviously.
Right.
But I'm
So
sure
what I think about like suicide, right, is actually they're the most toughest people I've ever met, and the ones that keep silent about it.
Wait. You gotta put that in context.
Yeah.
So the ones that I lost are in suicide, right?
Yeah.
They're the most toughest people I ever met in life.
Yeah, honestly, you know, I get what
I don't think they're weak per se.
No,
I
to
don't
be
think-
able to
No,
do
that's
that,
what I
to be
mean.
able to do that, you got to have the biggest balls in the world.
I agree.
And you don't know.
Well,
you know they might be battling some type of depression or something, but you don't know they're gonna do that.
Right.
No, yeah.
At least that would happen in my
Listen,
eyes.
fellas, I think conversations like this need to happen.
Yeah.
But I don't know about here. Let's have this conversation
Agreed.
on the show.
Agreed,
This is
agreed,
a tough
agreed.
spot for this.
It is.
I'm dying to see this fight. So
Hey, should we sign off here?
where are we at? What time? What time are we at?
It's 10:20.
Oh, 10:20. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just hang out for a little bit. We'll have a couple drinks. We'll say what's up to the people. We're gonna sign off for a little bit, guys. But you can check us out weekly. Champ and the Tramp. We're on Champ and the Tramp. Champ and the Tramp.
Yeah,
We're on
yeah.
literally every
If
podcast
you want to book
format.
us in Jersey, come to your bar or club or
Restaurant.
maybe a birthday party.
Wherever.
Let's do a birthday party.
Bar
Roger's birthday
mitzvahs,
party.
whatever.
You know
You
what
want
I'm
us
saying?
to circumcise your youngest? We'll show up. Whatever. Whatever you need.
Alright,
Frankie's got a knife. He's got a knife. He'll do it. I'm just saying. $1,000 will show up.
I don't
Frankie
co-sign
will.
none of that, please.
You do it,
Oh,
co-sign it.
Oh, okay. Died? All right. $1,000 will show up. We'll do it. Fucking Frankie will circumcise your kid. I'm kidding.
This guy's crazy. This guy's crazy.
So,
All right,
All right, we're
I
signing
think it
off,
just
guys.
pretty much got banned from all podcasts from now on. Thanks, Raj.
you wrote the script on that one.